These are people hunters. They aren't police, they aren't undercover agents, just regular people with a mission.
Keep these scum off the streets.
They pretend to be children online, and when the man shows up, he's not meeting a kid, he's walking into a trap.
First night I went live, I had over 60 friend requests.
Is it an epidemic?
It's shooting fish in a barrel.
And it's all on camera, live, unfiltered, broadcast to thousands.
Your arrest under suspicion of engaging in communications with a child.
Across the UK, this happens every single day because online predators can be anywhere, even living on your street.
If it was where I lived, his house would be burnt down.
The beasts are in the rooms with him.
How often does a predator get caught in the UK?
At least one a day.
We've all seen the stings going viral on our feeds, but what we don't see is what happens behind the camera. So I set out to investigate the world of predator hunters and gave myself 3 missions. 1, speak to a decoy. 2, speak to a hunter. And finally, go to a real sting myself. Well, that was absolutely mental. But first, what's the story? Predator hunting has been around forever. From medieval mobs in town squares to American frontiersmen dishing out justice with ropes and rifles. But in 2004, it became entertainment.
I wasn't gonna do nothing.
To Catch a Predator turned real stings into viral TV and kicked off a global wave of online vigilantes. And today it's gone fully rogue, with people like Vitaly and Ed Matthews turning predator stings into pure viral chaos. Some of these stings lead to arrests, some go viral, and some end up like this. Still, the hunters keep going, because in their eyes, the system is broken, and if they don't step in, then no one will. And the police say their actions are reckless, dangerous, sometimes even illegal. They say it jeopardizes their investigations and puts lives at risk. So why are civilians doing the work of detectives? And why are predators still slipping through the cracks? And how many more will walk free before somebody finally stops them? How does it work from A to Z?
Starts with the decoys. You know, it's not an easy task being a decoy. They have to deal with all of the chat, the images, everything that's sent to them that would supposedly be sent to real children. Once they've got 3 charges on a suspect, we start looking for them, and that's when it's passed to tracking. The tracker will then use any information that they can find. There's records online, date of birth, marriage records, and because quite often the suspects are married with children. And that's all information that we need on the ground before we go and sting them.
So in the past you've spent a lot of time chatting to pedos on the internet?
Yeah, they send pictures, say inappropriate things.
Has anything ever happened in a chat that sort of stuck with you?
Yeah, I think the main thing that sticks with me is how some of them are very manipulative, telling children to delete the conversation, normally nightly, how they try to bully the child into sending images.
In the 2 years you've been doing this, how many do you think you've caught in total?
You'd be looking in the hundreds. I remember when I was a decoy, I had one that was supposed to meet the child. The team apprehended him outside his house. When they actually interviewed him, they went into his flat to sit down and talk to him, and in there was a replica firearm and a bunch of condoms on the side, on the mantelpiece, ready for when the child arrived. As trackers, it's an amazing task. You have to locate it from the smallest bits of evidence that they've given the decoy or that you found online about them, and trace it back and be able to pass that on to a sting team. Some teams can go a little bit over the top on the stings. They can bully, they can shout, they can harass. I choose not to. I choose to do it calmly, quietly, just have a conversation with the guy. I think you get better results from the predator when you're talking to them and having a conversation with them and treat them like a person. As far as I'm concerned, they're not people. They are scum, but if you treat them like a person, you're going to get better results.
So, I've just been sent a text message of the meet location for tonight. We're meeting at a McDonald's in Eastbourne, where we'll have a briefing with 2 different teams who have been working on this together. We'll then go to the Perp's house and do the sting itself. So hopefully all goes well, don't get into any altercations or any jail cells. What is the plan tonight?
We're off to get a suspect. Been communicating with a 14-year-old child. Gonna go and attend his address.
And is it the normal way of doing it, to actually go to their address, or is it normally train stations, public? How does it work?
We can do both. It depends. If they want to meet, then we do that.
So we're here now. We're going to have a quick briefing. Go to the address. What happens from there?
So pretty much go to his door, knock on his door, get him out, start talking to him.
Usual crap, you're beautiful, all that fucking shit. Told her that he was getting drunk, so like apologise if I get out of hand, and that is bang straight away. That night it was everything, like literally told her all about and everything else.
So he's a teacher.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give him.
Call them teachers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's his fucking lesson tonight. Don't fucking talk to children.
Yeah.
So yeah, he literally explained everything, how jobs work, sex obviously. Even told her that some girls take in their mouth and swallow it.
I'm security, but I do a bit of talking. I'm not a hunter, but I do a bit of talking while we're on the stings. Pretty much taking the cherry off the cake.
Okay, glory
All
hunting.
the work that glows. Yeah, in a way.
Live streams.
It will be live streamed, yeah.
And what sort of audience does it normally attract?
Normally
Tell by the look on his.
a couple of, maybe 2,000-3,000 on the live stream, but then hopefully, once it's been watched even more, there should hopefully be plus side of 100,000 come the morning.
There's 6 stings at the weekend. Got home, did a wash load, got up and went straight to Bath this morning to do a child meet at Bath train station. Now I'm here in, where am I? Eastbourne.
That's how busy you are. You don't even know.
Helping to get another one. It sounds mad, but the way my brain handles it, because I'm a survivor, my brain handles it by compartmentalising. Yes, so I just forget. As soon as I've done one, I try and forget about it and then move on to the next.
So we're just pulling up to the house now. It's quite a casual atmosphere. Like, they've all clearly done this a load of times. Even the new guy has done it 100 times. He's here, there and everywhere up and down the country. They said the hardest thing is getting the actual person to come to the door. It might be a flat, which makes it even harder. So we're all pulling into the street now. Got to try and get him out of the house and have a chat. There's talkers, there's hunters, there's decoys. It's a crazy world here, and a lot of time and effort from a decoy is about to hit a crescendo at this point tonight when we all pull up at this guy's house. So right, we're here now.
Calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm. How do you feel in these moments?
Cool as cucumber most of the time. Not one for nerves. Always pretty calm. That's when you panic when you make mistakes. Basically, we're getting entry to the flat legally. I might add legally. Whether it be trying to ring on a neighbour's door, see if we can't gain entry, just so that when we knock on the Pred's actual door, he can't just avoid us.
Okay.
Just wait here till you see they gain access and then.
Okay.
Thanks up. Would you be able to let me in the front door so I can go up to his flat and knock onto his door?
Yeah, why though? Okay.
So we need to knock on his door, make sure he's in.
So
we can arrest him.
Oh god, okay.
If you're able just to let me in.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Go and knock door.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello? Who is it? My name's Jay. My name's Jay. Hello mate, is it Vince, yeah?
Yeah.
I wonder if I could have a word with you. Would you step out here for a minute? No, the police have been called.
Oh, what for?
Just have a chat with us.
Just have a chat with us.
We're
No
calm, we're
harm's
calm.
going to come to you or anything, alright?
Okay,
Just going to have a calm chat with you,
We just
alright?
want to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to record our conversation, alright? So then you can't say we've harmed you,
Okay.
alright? And we can't say you've harmed us.
Okay.
Right, so Vince, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
Right, Vince, my name's Jay, as I said. I'm from a group called Taking Action Against Predators.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here on behalf of another team called Sanctuary.
Okay.
Alright, and what we do is we monitor people's online activity, and when they start talking to children, we come out.
Oh, I
Have you got
see.
any idea why we're here?
Yes, I have.
You do, yeah?
Yeah.
Before
Not
we continue the chat, have you got any health issues we should be aware of?
Yes, I have.
What have you got?
I've got pacemaker.
Pacemaker, okay.
Yeah, I've got blood pressure.
Okay,
And I've got a fractured spine.
right.
Like we already said, keep yourself nice and calm. No, like we said, no harm's going to come to you.
Okay.
We're literally...
We're not violent people.
We're not
at
violent
all.
people, yeah?
No, okay.
Alright. How many children are you speaking to?
None at the moment.
Sorry? What do you mean at the moment? Does that mean
Only,
you
only
do it
this
again?
one. Only this one.
from-
I've chatted to a couple of others.
From a safeguarding point of view,
No,
just be honest.
I've spoken to a couple of others, but I've cut the conversation off.
Yeah.
You're not attracted to them, are you?
No, I feel guilty, to be honest.
Guilty for what? Grooming?
Yeah, I didn't want to get that far, to be honest. I tried to stop doing it for some time, but I've got addicted to it.
So, police just arrived. So what's going to happen now? Colleague downstairs is going to show the police the evidence. They're going to look at the evidence, decide what the charges are. They'll then come up and then arrest the old dirty person there. Most likely for of a child. Slap on the Pandoras and off he fucks.
What if I've seen prostitutes? Is that illegal?
No.
Well, I have, and I've got communications with them.
Are they over the age of 18?
Adults can do what they want.
Yeah, yeah.
They're over the age of 18, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we do not give a shit.
Okay.
Crack on, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to give yourself a heart attack by letting some 25-year-old jump up and down on you, that's on you. Don't talk to children.
Okay.
You'll be on the offenders register.
Okay.
Did you know what that means?
Yeah, yeah. Does that mean I can't see my own grandchildren?
Not unsupervised.
Not unsupervised.
How are you feeling right now?
Sick.
Do you feel faint in any way? Because we're also here to safeguard you.
Yeah, I do feel
Do
faint.
you want
Obviously,
one of us to go in and get you a little chair so you can sit here? We can't leave you out of our sight, but if you
Tell the
invite me
police to
in,
get
I can invite you in.
I can get you a
Get you
chair.
a chair
if you
to
want.
sit.
Give me
Okay.
permission, I'll get you a chair.
There's a chair in and around.
Okay.
Have you ever received of a child?
As far as I know, they weren't children. They're adults. I have people on Facebook try and ask for money, photos.
Are you local?
I live in Hastings, my girlfriend's there. If I walked round after the police, I thought I'd just come and be a bit nosy.
Do you mind me asking how it feels to have someone like that in the area?
Well, it's quite worrying, to be fair, mate, to be honest with you. To be 100% honest with you, I've walked the dog and I've come round and I thought, because I'm not really fans of the police, sorry to say, but I just walked the dog and I thought the police were so can't be nosy, but I didn't actually know that there's an in the area. So to be fair, if you boys are doing a good job, get rid of him.
Yeah.
Am I going to be a good documentary?
That's all right.
I'm going to be famous, yeah, it's fine, mate.
And what happens next to someone like that in this area? What happens to them?
To be honest with you, if it was where I lived, his house would be burnt down. But obviously, I don't live here, so obviously, you know, where I live is different. But
Okay, I'm sure you're aware of what's happening.
Yes.
Okay, so the time is 9:49 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Your arrest under suspicion of with a child.
Okay.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention them in question, something to later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence, okay? The necessity for your arrest is to protect a vulnerable child. Obviously, there isn't a child here today, but you believed you were engaging in messages and sex. Okay? And it's also to facilitate interviews at custody, okay? Right.
As you heard, he's got colourful aspects in his life with prostitutes and God knows what else is going on with him.
Yeah. Is it, you know, I noticed you had some empathetic actions there, like getting in the chair and stuff. Is it difficult separating the person from the crime?
No, it's sometimes it's good cop, bad cop, but at the same time we've got a duty of care to them because technically they're in our custody until the police come.
The weird thing that struck me is it's very normal for all of us now. Like, we're going to go home, drive home, watch the telly or something like that.
Yeah.
We've just watched a man's life obviously
Oh,
self-destructive,
yeah,
it's his own
he's-
fault, but it's crazy that an event that takes place and an explosion happens
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
can walk away from. It's
All his family, you just think, no way will there be a Christmas around the table all laughing and smiling. But fuck them. That's it at the end of the day. There's nothing I can say. We're on to the next one. That's gone. It's done.
That was absolutely mental. Just watched an old man's life completely obliterated in real time. I found it hard to separate the crime from the person. Like, Michael this morning was talking about not making people see them as victims, but you're looking at an old man sat in a chair with a back problem, but he's also a monster. It could have been my kid, it could have been your kid. The guys are doing the work of superheroes. They're saving kids out there. The police turned up, they dealt with it very quickly. It felt like justice. So shout out the guys for having me along. I'll link them in the description below, and go and watch my video on the people who hunt hunters. It's very similar to this one, and I'll see you for the next adventure.
What if I've seen prostitutes? Is that illegal?